Today I'm going to show you how I made this soundproofed generator shed using 2-inch thick styrofoam and acoustic soundproofing panels. I'll show you the step-by-step, the complete material list, and we'll do some sound testing to see just how well this thing works. Here's a breakdown of our blueprints for this generator shed. This shed is going to be 36 inches long and it's going to be 24 inches tall at the back. That's going to make our end 24 by 24. At the front of the shed, it's only going to be 20 inches tall. This is going to reflect some sound into the ground, and it's going to allow water to run right off the top. After I cut my pieces and get my shed assembled, I'll be installing these 12 by 12 1-inch thick soundproofing panels. To begin the build, I need to break down the 4x8 sheet of 2-inch thick styrofoam. To cut my styrofoam, I'll be using nichrome hot wire technology. I have mine set up in a table saw. Another easy way to cut styrofoam is to use a Japanese pole saw, like this one. I'll leave an affiliate link in the description below. These are a little bit messy, but they'll get the job done. Here's the breakdown of how I'm going to cut my 4x8 sheet of foam. I'm going to cut out my two sides, 36 by 24, and then I'll go back and put my slope on it. I've got my end, and then I've got my top. My nichrome hot wire table saw is powered by this 12-volt power supply. Let me show you in real time with some scraps just how fast this hot wire cuts styrofoam. Now I'll cut the angles on the sides for my slope. Let me show you how effective this Japanese pole saw is on this 2-inch thick styrofoam. You can see this thing's a little messy, but it gets the job done. All right, you can see this thing's starting to take shape. I've got my two sides, my end, and my top. Next, I need to cut an angle on my end so that my roof sets flat. If I didn't need this generator shed to be portable for camping and be able to break down, I might just glue it together with great stuff. Call it a day. To attach the end to the sides and to attach the top, I'm going to be using allthread. Here's my proof of concept. I've taken lengths of 3/8 allthread and I've anchored them into the styrofoam using Great Stuff expanding foam. These will be my anchor points that I can attach the top and the walls. Let me show you close up just how well these anchors are going to work. You can see these things are in there pretty sturdy. I've got them setting in 5 inches deep. Let me get some holes drilled so I can start setting my anchor studs. I've got a jig set up here so that I can cut all my pieces of allthread, and I'm going to cut each one just under 8 inches. Now I'll attach the anchors to the styrofoam using Great Stuff expanding foam. Ooh. All right, let's give these time to set up. It says tack free in 15 minutes, full cure in 8 hours. Our Great Stuff expanding foam has had a chance to set up, so let me put this thing together so I can install the soundproofing panels. I'm curious to see just how well these work during the sound testing at the end of today's video. I'm using 1.5" flat washers and regular nuts, but I might switch these out with wing nuts later. Installation of the soundproofing panels is going to be pretty easy. These little guys are peel and stick. I'll leave an affiliate link in the description below. Before I start, I'm going to clean the foil backer of the foam with some Windex. I wouldn't want that dirt to get in the way of my adhesive. In my final preparation, I'm going to use a little rubbing alcohol to get rid of any residue. These acoustic sound panels came in a package that was shrink wrapped, and it was really small, so I let these expand for about 2 days. And the cost on these acoustic sound panels is about $1.25 a piece. That's got the top done. Now we'll do the sides and the back. Let's do a little bit of a sound test before and after I install the soundproofing panels. I'll be using my microphone on my collar. This is what it sounds like in the box without the soundproofing panels. This is a test of the sound before the installation of the sound panels. Now let's see what it sounds like after. And with our acoustic panels installed, here's what it sounds like inside the box with the acoustic panels installed. Can you tell a difference? Let me know in the comments down below. Now that I've got my soundproofing panels installed on my generator shed, let's take it camping and sound test it. I'm really happy with how well this generator shed breaks down, and it only weighs 8 pounds. Let me get this thing set up and let's see how well it performs. Just like in my other videos, I'll be taking decibel readings at 0 feet and at 25 feet with and without the generator shed. Let's let it warm up and then we'll start our testing. Let's see what it is standing right here at 0 feet. Looks like it's right between 53 and 54 decibels. Let's try it with the sound shed. Wow, that's more quiet already. I'm gonna call it 49. Now we've backed out to 25 feet. Let's take a sound reading without the sound shed. Looks like it's right at 42. Let's put the sound shed on and see what kind of difference it makes. Looks like an average of about 37. That's a good difference. 4 or 5 decibels doesn't seem like a lot. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, but you can barely tell there's a generator behind me. I've made several videos on soundbox designs like this one. I'll leave a link to that playlist at the end of today's video. And what about heat buildup in these boxes? Well, in that playlist, you'll find a heat testing video too. Lightweight, portable, and this thing really works. Let's walk around to this side. That's a big difference. And that angled roof design lets water run right off the top. I think this thing really works. I'm glad you watched, and I hope you'll watch again. Let me show you how effective this Japanese pole saw is used on the Styrofoam.